Cement is the term given to the powdered materials which initially have plastic flow when mixed with water or other liquid, but it has the property of setting to a hard solid structure in several hours with varying degree of strength and bonding properties. The latter continued to improve with age. Greeks, Romans, and Egyptians used volcanic stuff such as pozzolanic cement, a volcanic tufa obtained near Pozzoli in Italy. This type of natural cement may be regarded as a mixture of burned silicates and limes. The acidic siliceous matter combines with calcium hydroxide during the setting of natural cement. Cement of far more quick setting and much greater strength was discovered by Joseph Aspidin, an English bricklayer in 1924. This cement, which was discovered by Joseph Aspidin, came to be known as Portland cement and is nowadays prepared artificially. Portland cement is one of the most important building materials at the present time. Joseph Aspidin found that a strongly heated mixture of limestone and clay, when mixed with a small amount of water, set in few hours to a hard stone-like substance. After setting, the stone-like mass resembled famous Portland rock, and that is stone of England, and hence it was named as Portland cement. Portland cement is chemically defined as the finely ground mixture of calcium aluminates and silicates of varying compositions, which hydrate when mixed with water to form a rigid solid structure with good compressive strength. Portland cement is a mixture of the following compounds: 2CaO SiO2, and more commonly known as C2S, and its name is dicalcium silicate; 3CaO SiO2, commonly known as C3S tricalcium silicate; 3CaO Al2O3, commonly known as C3A tricalcium aluminate; 4CaO Al2O3 Fe2O3, commonly known as C4AF tetracalcium aluminoferrate. High alumina cement. High alumina cement is another type of cement. It is essentially a calcium aluminate cement and can be prepared by heating a mixture of limestone and bauxite. Uh, the bauxite contains iron oxide, magnesia, silica, and other impurities at a temperature range between 1550 degrees centigrade to 1600 degrees centigrade. The constituents of alumina cement are as follows: 3CaO Al2O3, tricalcium aluminate, dicalcium silicate or dicalcium silicate aluminate. High alumina cement is a rapid hardening hydraulic cement and is manufactured like Portland cement from the mixture of raw materials of a predetermined chemical composition. This cement is made from alumina rich rocks, for instance from bauxite and limestone or lime. Burning of the raw mixture is conducted till sintering or fusion sets in at a temperature range between 1450 degrees centigrade to 1650 degrees centigrade. The chemical composition of various alumina or high alumina cements are as follows. It contains Al2O3 aluminum oxide in the percentage range of 35 to 55%, calcium oxide in the range of 35 to 45%, silicon oxide SiO2 in the range of 5 to 10%, and ferric oxide in the range of 1 to 15%. Many alumina cement also contains 0.2 to 0.3% of titanium oxide and 1 to 2% of magnesium oxide. However, Portland cement may contain up to 5% of magnesium oxide. The main mineral ingredient of high alumina cements is monocalcium aluminate, that is CaOAl2O3. This predetermines the rapid hardening capacity of these cements. The mineralogical composition and the construction engineering properties of alumina and Portland cements manufactured from a raw mixture containing the same oxides vary widely depending on the percentage content of these oxides in the raw mixture. In addition to monocalcium aluminate, standard alumina cement may also contain other minerals. Dicalcium silicate is a slowly hardening mineral. Helenite and magnesium spinel are inert admixtures, deteriorating the properties of high alumina cement. Thus, it is of great importance to manufacture alumina cement from available raw materials free of magnesium oxide and silicon oxide for aluminum oxide, not to combine into inert materials and combining with lime to form the main mineral, that is monocalcium aluminate. Alumina cement is manufactured in two ways. The first method is by burning the raw mixture till sintering sets in, or the second method is by burning it to fusion. The second process, that is by burning it to fusion, has been assumed to be more advanced. Special emphasis is to be placed on the property of alumina cement to undergo hydration at high ambient air temperature. Alumina cement liberates a great amount of heat from 60 to 90 kilocalories per kg. When the temperature of hardening cement rises above 20 degrees centigrade, monocalcium aluminate and water combine into dicalcium heptahydrate hydroaluminate with scaly crystals. The reaction goes as follows: 2 CaOAl2O3 plus 10 H2O gives 2 CaOAl2O3 7 H2O plus 2 AlOH whole thrice. It then recrystallizes into tricalcium hexahydrate hydroaluminate with cubic crystals. Since in these conditions calcium aluminosilicate is unstable, as the formed crystalline aggregate builds up of crystals of hexagonal form, undergoes a gradual destruction. High alumina cement has a very rapid rate of development of strength and superior resistance to sea and sulfate waters. The composition of another type of high alumina cement, which is prepared by heating ferruginous bauxite with limestone at a temperature range of 1500 to 1600 degrees centigrade, is also used. In addition, some minor constituents are also present. This cement has a higher tensile strength compared to that of Portland cement, but its rate of hardening and compression strength are much higher. Alumina cement should not be mixed with other cementing materials. Small amounts of Portland cement blended into alumina cement drastically reduce the setting time and impairs strength. This is due to the fact that the lime separating during the hydrolysis of Portland cement chemically reacts with septahydrate dicalcium hydroaluminate and forms the unstable hexahydroaluminate. Alumina cement concretes lack stability in waters containing alkalis in concentrations over 1%, free acids and concentrated solutions of magnesium sulfate. Alumina cement differs from alumina in a higher content of alumina. It is used as a binder in making refractory mortars or concretes. It is also finding use in the construction of industrial furnaces. Waterproof expanding cement is used for sealing seams between tubings, for sealing seams between individual concrete or reinforced concrete blocks, for closing cracks, etc. Next type of cement is the slag cement. Slag cement is a mixture of Portland cement and blast furnace slags ground together with small quantity of gypsum, which is added to control the setting. This cement is highly suitable for erecting structures exposed to seawater corrosion. Portland slag cement is usually a mixture of Portland cement, clinker and finely ground metallurgical slag, most often blast furnace slag. It has high water resistance and is used in concrete and reinforced concrete structures which are not subjected to large temperatures and moisture variation. Partial replacement of cement clinker by such waste products as slags, which have already been subjected to thermal treatment in metallurgical furnaces, considerably lowers the cost of cement. The Portland blast furnace slag cements are hydraulic binders which make use of byproduct of blast furnace as an addition. The blast furnace slag is the granulated slag produced by rapid cooling with water or by air cooling. Depending upon the quality of the granulated slag, Portland blast furnace cement consists of different quantities of Portland cement, and the slag and the content of such slag in such cements may vary from 30 to 70%. Industry produces Portland blast furnace cements of many types and brands, which include high strength, quick hardening, sulfate resisting, low heat cements for massive concrete foundations. Concretes with Portland blast furnace cements as binders, the hardening of which requires efficient curing. Curing is conducted in different ways. For example, one way is before steaming, concrete is exposed to room temperature for several hours. Another method is that temperature is gradually raised and lowered. One another method is isothermal heating of concrete is ensured by exposing it to an air vapor medium at a minimum temperature considered to be most suitable for the particular type of cement, and observing a specially assigned curing time. The main requirement imposed on curing is to ensure complete dispersion of air, which is a important ingredient of concrete, which expands with increasing concrete temperature, and to entrain it into the newly formed contraction pores. Slag cement can be used in the fabrication of a wide variety of structures of any kind and purpose.